Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here at Plan with Elise, and today we are planning in my MakseLife vertical for the week of December 8th through December 14th. And I pulled out Winter Love by Live Love Posh because I haven't used this in my own planner yet. I used it in a Patreon custom spread, but not yet in my own planner. And I really loved these stickers that I've actually used before already, but I wanted to use them in my planner. So we're going to just do like a really cute theme here. Let me just kind of play around and see what we've got. So I had something I wanted to mention about these. Oh, about this week. So this week Hanukkah begins, and I'm Jewish. I celebrate Hanukkah, but it begins on Sunday at sundown. So I decided that I didn't want to decorate my spread for Hanukkah this week. We'll do that next week. But I wanted to instead just do like a, winter is kind of starting to come type of spread here. And of course, I'm starting this just as the landscapers come. But they're only blowing leaves, so hopefully the noise isn't bad. Hopefully. But I'm like, oh, these landscapers, they used to be on such a schedule with specific days, and they're no longer on a schedule, and they just come whenever they decide to arrive, and it definitely impacts me. So I feel like most people, it doesn't really matter when they come. For me, it impacts my video schedule. Or my filming schedule. I feel like this is a little bit too peachy. I'm looking for something that's a little bit more pink, but oh my goodness, they must be right outside my window right now. We may have to stop filming this video if they don't go away soon. Let's see. Let's look at my sticker or my washi. We've got this pink, which is not quite the right pink either. It's like a little bit softer than what I need. This one's a little bit darker than what I need. Maybe we stop looking at the pinks. Instead, let's look at the blues. This is really like an ice blue. The stripe may work here because you've got a little bit of a variety. I feel like that could work. Or this one actually is even better. Yes, we're gonna go for, or this one because it has dots in it. I think, oops, which one do I use? I think we're going to use this one. So let's put the others away and we'll stick with specifically this grid washi. All right, so I took a break until the landscapers went to another area on the street because I could just tell that it was getting too loud. So sorry about that. Okay, we've got my washi. So what I want to do here is cut it just around that edge. And then we're going to do a little bit of washi ripping. I usually rip it while it's still on the roll, which is probably the better way to do it, to be honest. But I felt like I was going to have trouble with it. I feel like I haven't ripped washi in a while. I'm kind of like struggling, but having part of it down on the page is definitely helping. So we just kind of, I'm not really looking for any like perfect half rip. I'm just trying to get the edge to have that rip effect. It's okay if it's not perfectly even. All right, there we go. And then we're going to put this washi right down here. I don't think I quite cut it long enough. We're just batting 1,000 today. It's kind of been one of those weeks where I'm like a lot of mistakes are happening. It's okay. Now, I pulled these out from Mojo Jojo's Jewel Tone boxes. They're a little bit more orange than that yellow, but they're sort of the best match I could find, and I don't dislike them. So I'm less in the focus of getting an exact perfect match to every color. I feel like I've spent so much time doing that and struggling with it, and I'm just kind of past that mode. And I don't think anything that I've made since looks bad, but it's taken a little bit less frustration on my part. So that's a win. That's a win as we're putting in today's win. So today's win is something that I do each day, and it's a really helpful reminder that while every day may not be perfect, there's definitely good and something to celebrate each day. And it's been really not enforcing. It's been, what's the word? Not enforcing. I can't think of the word that I'm looking for, but it's been very good. Not influential, that's not the word either, but something for my life. So I like that. Okay, I pulled out Black Quotes Volume 3 by Amber Plans Her Day. And let's look for something, a Monday quote. You've totally got this. That's a good quote for a Monday. Monday, December 8th, we'll pop that right there. Then I wanted to use hexagons. Every once in a while, I get in this hexagon obsession mode. And I'm sort of leaning towards that now. These pinks I think will work well. I think the mauve will also work well. And I think the mauve will look better, kind of a pinky mauve, with these. The only thing is that I don't want to lose my ability to have bullet points. So I have to be kind of mindful about what I do here. So if I've got that color, we can choose probably one more. Let me look down here at the colors. I need this green. That's a little bit light. That's a little bit dark. I think this one is good. Again, not perfect, but good enough for my needs here. Once we bring in other green, I think it'll help. And then we'll come back to, did I lose the pink already? Pink. I need one more pink on this side and one more green. So let me just go ahead and take them out. I have trouble when I'm trying to navigate through multiple pages in a sticker book. Put this one here and then put this one here. I think that these box choices kind of brighten up the spread a little bit, which I like. Then I grabbed header boxes, also by Kello Plan, and these should have the exact matching stickers as the hexagons. It may just take a second to find them. I need 2 of these. And then 2 of that mauve-y pink. This probably would have been a better green. There we go, 2 of these. All right, so we're gonna pop them in on the opposite sections or the opposite days. Put that there. This one's gonna go here. It's kind of a cool look. And then this here. Okay. Now for additional function with my bullet points. This is where sometimes it gets tough because I'm like, what color will work here? In the meantime, let me add in some more stickers. So we've got this mouthy butterfly thing. Our options are a blue, a slate blue, a green, pink, and a yellow. I don't really think I have any good matches, to be honest with you, for any of those colors. I do have this sagey green, which I used recently in another video. I feel like that could work, but I almost want to shift away from these. I want to go towards a blue because I think that the blue is going to be the color that we haven't really seen yet. So I pulled out my box of mile liners because I've got to have something here that'll match. I do have this gray. Excuse me. This is dark gray. And it may look okay. And it's a little too dark. It looks like black. Oh, what about this one? This doesn't have the color on it. So it's a Japanese one. Yeah. That may work. It's a little bit green, but I feel like it may be the best for what we have. I can't see any other like slate blue type of color to sort of match the washi. So we're just going to use this instead. And I'm just going to kind of create my own bullet points here. I did that in another spread recently and it worked out perfectly. Yes, I love dot markers and I love bullet point stickers, but sometimes this is fine. Especially when it's a lighter color, I'm not worrying about bleed through. With MakseLife, I don't really worry about bleed through because it's very good paper. But sometimes with darker colors, we worry. 5, 6, 7. And we're starting to see what extra space I'll have here. I know that I usually don't like having my bullet points all next to each other, but this feels very like lined up and I really like it. 5, 6, 7. Okie dokie. What is next? Next up, I need a trash day sticker for Tuesday. So let's get one of those out. Trash day. We can come in with, let's go for this darker one right here. And then trying to decide if I want to do day of the week labels or not. Maybe I'll wait on those. Let's take a payday sticker though while we have that same font out. And we're just going to put a payday sticker right up here. And I think maybe that's all for those for now. So now that I see what additional room I have, we can come back in with some more deco. So I'm going to take this piece. Actually, no, I'm not going to take that piece. We're going to save it for the other side of the page. I like this. It's not really going to work nicely here unless I cut it. Even just like coming out from here. No, it's still too big. All right, well now it's half of the size it was. Put that right there. And then I want something that has the pink because I haven't really done that. What is the pink? Let's take this candle and kind of just layer it over this and the washi. I think that that's pretty. All right, we may be set with that side. I really like how it looks though. Now let's come back. I didn't expect to see over here because I normally don't have, I don't put stickers down at first on the other side. So this just kind of ripped on its own as I pulled it off, which will work for our purposes. Now I don't have to do the ripping. And then we'll pull out our yellow boxes here. And this weekend is actually going to be quite a busy weekend. So Thursday night, my Hexagon is that we are having dinner with my family. Friday, we have a holiday party. And Saturday, we have a bat mitzvah in New York City. This has been the year of 3 bat mitzvahs in my family, which is very exciting and celebratory and busy. So that's Saturday. And then Sunday, Hanukkah begins. Just kind of pop that right over there. That's cute. So let's come back to our hexagons, and I'm going to need 2 pink and 1 green. So we'll grab our green and then find that pink again. Here we go. I know I was calling it mauve before. I do think it's more of a pink. So now I want to kind of line this up so that it looks like it's lined there. And then instead of going up on Sunday, I'm going to go down because I don't have as much room to go up. So we're just going to kind of go that way. Then, excuse me, let's take out our header boxes, and I need 2 green and 1 pink. Okay, starting to finish using sticker books for this spread, which is always a nice feeling. Green. I'm not going to have as much room for bullet points on Sunday, but I have a plan B for that. This is kind of feeling wicked to me because of the green and the pink, but it's okay. Let's get our bullets here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Friday, I'm kind of around all day. We're probably leaving at like 3 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock for this holiday party, but I don't think it'll be a late night. Saturday, we are gone all day. This is very crooked. So Saturday, I don't really have much time for productivity, but I'm putting the bullet points there anyway, because Sunday I do have time, and I may need to make Sunday a very productive day that combines what I could have gotten done or what I wouldn't have gotten done on Saturday. So I am still putting the bullet points, and that was the backup plan. I did smudge those, so before you wipe anything, just be careful. Okay. This one I think is funny. Hold on, let me overthink this. Sometimes I like sassy quotes. Sometimes I don't. I feel like more often I don't, because sometimes I feel like, and this is not against anyone who makes these types of sticker books. I'm sassy. I'm sassy in conversations. I'm sassy in person with those, you know, in my life. But sometimes I feel like some of these sassier stickers can fall on like mean, and I don't want to be mean. But I don't know. So I'm always careful about what I use in my planner, just for my choice. Not because of like being worried about social media or anything like that. It's just a matter of what I want to see in my planner. Okay, now this section. We're going to cover up the habits. I'm just kind of past the point of trying to habit track in this planner. It hasn't really been something that I've put enough time and energy into. So we're not really using it. So instead, we're just going to cover it up with stickers, because why not? Actually, what I wouldn't mind doing here is kind of connecting this to another cloud. What I should have done is, instead of using that piece, used this piece to go over here. We're just going to cover it. It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. And the reason I decided to cover it instead of pulling up the other one or even cutting off this other one is because now I've used these stickers for multiple spreads, and I feel like I'm probably not going to use them much more, maybe in my journal. And so I don't really feel like I need to save a lot of them. I'm just going to cover up these. I don't really mind those additional trackers, but I didn't want those here. And then let's use one more quote right here. A short quote. Make things happen. More of a phrase than a quote. There we go. I really like it. For a sticker book that doesn't have boxes or quotes, or I mean, there's winter, but I feel like I was really able to make it work. I don't know how perfect of a match the stickers I added are, but it makes me happy, and I like how it came out. So I hope you do too. Winter Love, you can save using code Elise10 on your order. I'll have it linked in the description. I don't remember if Hexagon boxes and header boxes are still available, but everything I use that you can purchase, I will put in the description of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you celebrate Hanukkah, wishing you a happy Hanukkah, and I'll see you next time.